This is my video log of my blog and how the project went. So in this project we were all assigned different roles, and my role was character animation and rigging of the characters, but I did a little bit from each topic. So the first thing we had to do was figure out what type of game we wanted to play. So the first thing we did was make a mind map, if I can find it for you, of top-down games. I will open it up for you now.
Does that make sense? And I think the word concatenation is probably got more to do with video, the degradation of video than audio. But that's my background.
So, oh, door box. For the time being, yeah,
so if I go onto my project PowerPoint that we all did together in class, there's a shared pitch plan and I created this top-down mood board. We each created a mood board for different things. So I gathered information and images from different games that are top-down, different types of one. So this by here is Dead Ops Arcade, which we took most references from, because one of our ideas was a top-down shooter survival, which is a zombie game, which is an AA game made by Call of Duty, and it was in Black Ops, or the Black Ops series. After that then, we decided what our game and characters were going to look like, so we decided to go with a low poly character, top-down view game. Then we went for concepts of our character, which Jamie did for this. He created these concepts for our main character. He did the weapon concepts, but then the concepts that I did are the zombie concept, if I can find it.
Just by the time it comes out, you that it's not going to be a professional sound.
I will find them now. By here. So I did these two, and another one by here.
Okay.
Eventually then, I found character models that I rigged, as you can see in here, and I animated. These are videos linking to my YouTube channel that shows the process that I took. Shows the process that I took for each rigging and animation, and how I linked the bones and transferred it into Unreal and put the timing on it, and how I put hitboxes and stuff on the characters. So this was my concepts by here, and then I created these mood boards then for our world design. Then for the audio, I created and recorded two zombie noises, and then I edited it and put it in our soundtrack in Unreal after I imported it and applied it to the zombie, which we're going to re-record later on today. This one shows how I created the walk cycle animation, that kind of thing, and how I put health bars and how they take damage and stuff, and the coding in Unreal for hitboxes and damage and timing and that type of thing.
Basically, on the smartphone over there.
So then these are images of this is the failed model that I created, that I tried out. Then this is our zombie, and this is my original character that I created. Then I went back to these textures by here, and I repainted them, and in the game now our character looks like a soldier. I will show you this. I'm also going to show you the coding in the game that I went through and what it has done. and then I'm going to tell you about the other stuff that I've gone through. So this is the structure and image by ear, the keyframes when animating after you've rigged, and then these are the videos that I was talking about earlier. So this is Yestin's concept of, well, this is Jamie's like map area. This by here is what they modelled, and then I changed it a bit. This is Yestin's tree that he had created, and this is what we were expecting it to look like, and this is like our basic idea. So this is what the game looks like at the moment, and we're going to change it for our final bit, but this is just our test run, and all the coding and stuff works. Lewis was meant to be doing audio, and he recorded, well, he had taken and downloaded like audio for a gunshot and applied it to the, changed it out and switched it and applied it to our shooting animation. I will show you this in a bit. So if I go to the PowerPoint on here, not PowerPoint, my actual game, if I go through this with you, where's it to? So by here, this is our weapon power up that I created. I had help from with Lee though. He showed me how to create it. So I had it spinning originally, and it's a little box that when you pick up, it allows your bullet damage to increase, so it's easier and quicker to kill the zombies. So if I zoom in with you,
that will allow it to take on the burden of the processing and take it off the processor.
those are the keys for there that I've got. Then if I move on to our door, basically it's a wall that I created that after a certain amount of time disappears and allows the zombies to come through. So there's a blocking of zombies behind the wall, and this here, this code makes it disappear after a couple of seconds. For example, by here I've got 5 seconds and 10 seconds. See? And I will show you this in the game later. Then this is my actual twin stick character. And this is I had trouble figuring out how to get the stop animation to come in, the idle animation when he wasn't running. So I had the press keys released on there and linked them all up. Then I went on to his health and tried to add a HUD and health bar, which the HUD display is up there, but the bar doesn't slide down all the way, so I'm trying to fix that. But he does die and he does take damage from zombies. Then there's print string and control to like show you that he takes damage. Then I've linked like the vectors and set world position to my character. I've added branches and destroy actor from when he takes a certain amount of damage. See, and then this is his tree. Then this is the construction chip. I added a bullet damage to the zombies. Then if I move on to the zombie, this is the controls that he's got. So by here, this one is the animation and HP of the zombie, so he takes damage and can die. Then this over here is the target animation for a bot when he hits under hitbox. So if I go to viewport, this is his hitbox. If the character's in there, he'll start the animation. So if I go to character profile, so this is the animation of the zombie, I think.
Next session, you can carry on with your project.
I think that might be the old one.
Next session, you need to complete the essay on audio. Okay? So Manuel, have you completed your essay on audio?
So that's one of the animations I recorded by here.
Now, thank you.
It's really slow at the moment. That's the old one. Maybe it's this
Have you done
one.
the essay on audio? I'll come and
That's the really fast one. That's an old one as well.
your essays on audio.
This is the attack animation. And I can show this in game then. So if I click play, So it's the W keys. See, he's got all the animations, and he dies when he gets hit.
Brilliant. Let's work on that now.
See?
So that you
Then
can
this, he's got these to move.
about that now.
That's the weapon pickup that I just created. See the wall is destroyed, and they're following me. If I get close enough, see they'll swing.
Copyright. Okay. What we were saying about.
So then he'll destroy the actor, but there, as you can see, it went back to the start. Then this is the shoot in. I use these keys by here to shoot, and he'll turn then when I click those. See? And as you can see, one of the zombies just died. See, that one just disappeared. And as you can see, he died again. So if I go back to the rigging and character stuff of that, so if I hit escape, this is the new costume that he's got. See, it's like the vest, and his knees are scabbed, and it's like a bulletproof vest and a army outfit. See? And he's got a hat, so I've changed him. And I've got all the same animations. All I did was change the texture down here after painting a new one. You just change those then. So then after that, if I go and show the rigging that I've done, so where's C2? Skeletal rig. See all the bones and stuff? You retarget manager and you can bend him, click on a bone, bend that, see? So his bones are working, and that's how you do it over here. These are where you retarget the bones, so each bone is linked up, and you link it to a humanoid rig, and then you take the animations from the other character, the third person character, and add it to him. And then I created some of my own animations for the zombie. So that was that. And if you want to see how I rigged, there's videos on YouTube that I've linked into my blog that shows how I rigged, what I've modeled, that kind of thing.